Hi guys, we are in the house that we just have finished renovation project. We are in the house of Mr. Ambi, and we would like to ask him a little bit about his house to get into the story from the very beginning. Can you tell us how you found this house?
Well, we found this house through our agent, my agent, Miran. Recommended to see a few houses around the neighborhood, so that's how we came back and look at it.
But why you decided to buy exactly this house?
Particularly this house, it has a good potential when I saw the house itself. So
But in what condition it was?
the condition was terrible.
Yeah.
I can say that for sure. It's not something that me and my wife want to see inside. It doesn't have that inviting atmosphere inside. So, but we know we just know that there is a potential for it though, with the right personnel renovating it.
What were your first thoughts or feelings when you entered this house?
All right. So I think first time I came in this house, it was totally dark because it has blinds and it also has shades and windows that are totally covered with curtains. And as soon as we walked in, it was totally dark, and the wall coloring itself was also yellowish, if I remember, dark yellowish, and the flooring was not good also. And that gave me an impression it was totally dark in a sense. It doesn't have that inviting atmosphere to it. So
But still,
yeah,
you
that's always my
decided,
first.
yes.
Yes, because I always see the potential for it.
How did you hear about us? About A&T Contractors Group?
It was through the seller's agent that I heard about you guys, actually. I can't remember her name, I'm sorry.
Julia.
Julia,
Yeah.
yes, Julia. We were talking about renovating the closing ceremony. I told her I'm gonna change the flooring, the paint, the wall painting, and the kitchen itself. She said, I do know great couples, two couples, the husband and a wife. They do renovation, and I asked her, hey, give me her number or their number, and she gave me, and she said specifically, talk to Tatiana, and that's how I got it.
You have some vision of your dream house, yes, in your head, and so you already knew what colors to use for the walls, what materials used. We just maybe help you, yes, to choose.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Tatiana. I remember that time when I met you. The first thing I mentioned was, I want to change the color of the wall. It's going to be white. We're like, white? Yes, that's a great choice. That's what you said. So, yeah, I know what I was going to get into the house, what I wanted to do.
You decided to have open concept of the living space here between the living room and the kitchen. Why you decided to do?
I don't like being in any enclosed environment. I don't know how. That's how I am. As you can see, even the furniture is a little wider, not an enclosed type situation. So first thing when I came here, I noticed they have that arched thing almost covering everywhere. So I'm like, no, that has to go, that has to go, that has to go. With the help of you, with your suggestion, your husband's also some recommendations, we were able to tore down,
Yes, and it changed totally.
Yes,
So
totally. I mean, you can see the outcome, what it used to be. It has double arches in the fireplace, over the fireplace. And they had a big arch over here by the kitchen also, which pretty much hinders your view from here all the way there. We tore it down and look at how it turned out to be now.
Yes, but first you didn't want to replace your kitchen, as far as I remember.
Yes.
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 So you
yes.
tried.
Yeah, that was because our initial decision was, if you remember, we were trying to do the renovation upstairs in the main bathroom, in the kids' bathroom. When we decide, that can wait, but we can invest that money in the kitchen, we make that switch, and it was actually the best
Yes,
decision and the
notice.
best switch we have done because I
It is
really
the
love the
heart of
kitchen.
the home, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We didn't change out the layout of the kitchen. We just installed wonderful
Yes.
granite, I think.
What opened it though, this was a little bit higher. There was a little bar stool thing like
Yes,
it was covering it, but we opened that totally. And
Yes.
these additional chairs seating would not have been here if it was the same layout, if we kept the old one. The first thing I will always think about is that your home, as soon as you walk in, has to be an inviting home, right? So look at the color, white. It's an inviting color, right? It brings that spirit, lifts the spirit of you inside. So even when we decide to choose the backsplash, the cabinets, the color, we were um, very targeted and very specific about it needs to be a lighter, whiter color. I would definitely give a biggest credit to Tatiana, especially on when we talk about the backsplash. We were going back and forth, as far as what to decide, what under what budget to stay. The one thing you suggested that attracted where we are right now is why don't you just make it, the match it with the countertop itself,
Yes,
and
the best decision.
and the best decision. I'm very very happy about it. Even though I was going through those 24 by 48 size tiles, but at the end we just went by one solid countertop matching backsplash. That's actually, it looks luxurious.
Yes. We also had a lot of discussion what material to use, yes, and we pay much attention. We try to choose among different kinds of hardwood, yes, LVP.
Yes.
Initially, we had another LVP in the basement, yes, but
The original plan was to do a few locations of the house, the main floor to do hardwood. But in that process, I know we weren't 100% sure as to which one to decide, right? But with your guys, they brought in samples here, samples of colors, size, thickness, and all that. So we were able to pick, I guess, this color. As far as, the going upstairs, the steps also, same thing. We try to match it, the main floor. And in addition to main floor, upstairs rooms, the hallway, everything, we try at least, we were not able to do the hardwood, but we were able to come up with the LVP material that was closely at least in color with the main floor. So I know we went back and forth a lot, and especially with your help, we were able to come up at least with this color that we were also first saying I needed to be very darker, if you remember, totally dark. But it's like that might be a little too much. I actually I'm happy that we just stayed back off from that and picked this color. It's a beautiful color. I love it.
But still, we have to reassemble the second floor because when we installed LVPs, so we found out that some boards are lighter than the others, and it didn't look good. So we decided to make you happy.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And sort it out.
Yeah. I want to mention that when the first room was installed was at LVP, I remember walking in, I'm like, well, that looks different because each slab has different colors. So I took a picture and sent it to you. What's going on here? Because I'm like, okay, let me come up there. Up there. You came, looked at it. I'm like, it's all coming from one box, but that box had that many variations. And I say that's not what we looked at it, when we picked. So I want to say thank you for that, by the way. You almost tore down the whole room. You tore down the whole room and resorted those, like picked the lighter ones so it will match the rest. Pick the black ones, the darker ones, and use only those and pick the lighter ones out. I don't know what you do. What do you do with this?
No, it is on basement.
It's on the basement. Okay, good.
Yes, it is on basement.
All right.
Yes, but basement also looks good.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. It needs to be lighter in the basement anyway. It's a little darker. It's only a few windows, but
We
I don't know
didn't
if you
sort
got it
of.
on the camera, but it looks beautiful down there too. Well, the basement, when we first got the house, not done right totally. The floor was not done. The paint was not done. There was some sheetrock put here and there. No doors at all.
Different layout. They were
Totally.
supposed to be bathroom there.
Absolutely. There was supposed to be a shower and a bathroom, but none of them are connected correctly. So we made some adjustments there, like close out the shower in one room and turn it into a kitchen, which was not planned previously. So right now we have a full working kitchen in the basement. But we still have another section that we transformed it into what? Bathroom, a shower, potential shower,
Yes.
and a living space, beautiful living space.
Yeah,
A theater room. We were also able to close
we created pantry there, closet,
absolutely.
yes, and
The utility room is totally closed off right now with a nice matching doors, right? So yeah, that's actually a nice accomplishment you guys did not done there in the basement. That was also one thing that I want to say. Well, the first discussion me and Tatiana with your husband we did was to build a new kitchen in the basement, right? And
Yes.
paint whatever this was into a lighter color. But also I realized later on, like instead of buying a new cabinet, a new countertop for the basement, why don't you try to salvage some of these, move it downstairs and put a new one right here? Makes sense, right? Economical. Yes. So yeah, we were able to do that. And with the work and the help and the very meticulous work of your guys did, they were able to save almost 75, 80% of the cabinets,
Yeah.
right? Maybe more than that. Yeah, they were able to save almost 80% of the cabinets, the countertop itself, and we were able to recycle or almost use it in the basement. So the basement kitchen right now is what it used to be, the material from upstairs.
It was a great challenge, frankly speaking, like a puzzle to get to get all the cabinets all together, just to lay out as it should be, to make it practical, to make it easy to use.
Yeah.
Just yes.
Yeah. Because the
It's a challenge
size,
for us.
the way they lay out here and the way they lay out in the basement is totally like trying to fit a puzzle
Yes,
that
puzzle.
could not be able to be fit. So, but I think you guys did an outstanding job.
No,
Yeah, I can do that. I
we
can say
try
that.
to do our best.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah, sure. Yeah, that's our favorite spot. I mean, I don't know. Even just looking at it, even also, it's my favorite place right now.
Light fixtures is something that when you enter the house, you see a wonderful light fixture.
Yeah.
In the hallway and in this living room. And we try to match the light fixture in the kitchen and in the living room, just to make it one style.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful.
That's
and I
nice.
know that all your guests who first enter the house, they pay attention to light fixture.
Yeah,
Yes?
absolutely, indeed. Especially at nighttime, the main light by the entrance is the attention grabber one. I mean, as soon as you walk in, you can see it. It's very nice a ring of colors or a ring of clouds hanging in the ceiling.
Line, yeah.
You can't even see the wires. You can see it. You can see it from here, looking at from down up. It looks like raindrops coming down. It's a beautiful light.
But it was also a great challenge to assemble
I know.
this one.
The height.
We spent several. This
height?
one we installed quickly, but the hallway, so it took several hours.
Yeah. I know that guy who were installing it was shaking a little bit, right? Because the ladder, the scaffolding was shaking. So height, it's almost 22 or 23 feet high ceiling, very high.
What were your expectations at the beginning when we started?
Expectation when we first started? That's a hard question. Yeah, I mean, the expectation would be the project will be finished on time, and I'll move in on time on the target. I remember speaking to you on these dates the furniture will be delivered. On this date the other furniture will be delivered and all. I have already all on my calendar scheduled. So that was the expectation time. For me, it was timely moving was the expectation. And I think you guys did an outstanding job as far as meeting those time deadlines. I haven't seen any delays or any of my schedules getting pushed because of you're not accomplishing. Quality is good, beautiful, I love it. Here's what I'm going to say about A&T. The communication and the responsiveness is awesome. I text something or ask something via text, email, or call, I get a response back within a few minutes. I love that. So, coming back to your question, if I have anything that I'm not happy about it, I'll address it to you, and you'll come the next day or two and you address it. So, everything that I have questions as far as quality-wise has been addressed, and I don't have any issues at all. So that's why we're having this interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your expectation of meeting me as your client?
Good question, frankly speaking. So we understood that it is some big project, and it is not just a home for a few years to live. So you're supposed to live here a long time. So and we tried to meet your expectations, tried to do our best to give what you want, so to say.
Okay.
And we talked to your wife. So, and I also tried to understand what she wants. When we first met, she told me, I definitely don't like this part. Definitely, I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't like this. We need to do something with that. So, and we tried to make it. Yeah. What do you feel now when some time passed already and you live here, you already adjusted, and so you moved in, yes, with all your furniture already, all your stuff, and how do you feel here in this house?
Well, it feels great. It feels to be awesome to be in your dream home that you spend your, I guess, every emotions to make it your dream home. Like everything, every little thing that we had conversations about it. And
you're greatly motivated because you did a lot by yourself then later on.
Yeah, I'm a little handyman, so yeah, I do a lot of work in the back. So yeah, I'm very happy that I'm in my dream home. Definitely, my kids love it. I have a beautiful basketball court in ground. They play with it. I have a larger parking space. They can drive their bikes around, and they have their own beautiful rooms. And we have our own little island. So I'm happy. We got it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for this interview.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you again, you and your crew, your husband, all your team, for all what you have done. Hopefully you can grow more and be a bigger contractor in the future.
Thank you.